In the last video, we installed bracing around the entire foundation of the house. And now it's time to make the floor. That's right, we're laying floor joists at the A-frame for Airbnb right here in beautiful Canyon Lake, Texas. And getting to this point is a cause for celebration because it has not been easy. Trust me. And now we're so close to putting up the A's, it's palpable. So follow along as we sister the joist, add blocking, and make this A-frame a strong and beautiful place to stay, because remember, only the best for my guest. Behind the white line. Okay, you're gonna stay right there. Not messing with that right now. Okay, give me 5 on that. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the DIY A-frame for Airbnb here right behind me. So to catch you up on what's been going on, so Big T, my buddy, was back out here helping with the floor joists. That's why we have most of them up behind me. I'm gonna finish them up today. I'm gonna show you the process of how we're getting the floor joist up there, getting them situated, getting them in line, and getting them ready to be sheathed. So now that all the joists are resting on the beams, it's time to officially sister all of the joists. And just so we're on the same page, sistering means to laminate or join 2 joists together. Okay, so I want to start off showing you the joist and what the exact nailing pattern is going to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually screw these sister joists together. The screw here, the screw here. That really connects the joist pretty well. These are actually 2.5-inch GRK fasteners, and they're structural. So by doing a diagonal pattern on the screws, it's really sucking together the joist at a really good angle. Next, we're nailing. So for those of you who watched the beam video, go back and watch the beam video on this build if you haven't. I'm actually going to do the W pattern again for all the nails. And there you go. W pattern, and then we got the screws. That's pretty sturdy. And then we already toe nailed a few, but I'm going to toe nail 3 times to give you an example. So toe nail. There you go. And toe nail to the beam as well from the back side. Yep, that's good. Okay. If it had blocking, it wouldn't move at all. We have very little movement. Okay, that's good. So now we're gonna keep going. Let me show you the next thing. So the next thing I'll do is crown the boards correctly all the way down. And if you're wondering, there are 90 total joists that are laid 16 inches on center to make the most sturdy foundation for the A-frame as possible. Because remember, only the best for my guest. That's right, I said it twice, 1 video, let's go. Here's the next piece. So I would like for all these joists to have the same measurement on this beam, which is gonna be 9 3/4 inches. So I made what I'm calling a flag to actually go under the joist after I crown it and push it into place. So let me crown the joist. Yep, just like that. So I'm gonna get this first one right on the money and toe nail it. in place. Okay, that's in place. So now we'll get the next joist and I'll use my flag. Right there. Next, hold this together tight as I can. There we go, W pattern. Continue it over here, there we go. Oh, it's nice. Now that all the joists are in place, I can actually begin laying down the OSB sheathing to give myself a surface to walk on. All right, so the next step is cutting this blocking and having it bare on the post. I'm gonna try to cut it all the way down. Let's make it happen. That works. Oh, I'm cutting wood at the A-frame. Do 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 do. Give me a high five. Beautiful, cut and print. Okay, so I've already cut out a few blocks here. They do need to be actually nailed in place, which I'll do in a second. But for now, what I'm gonna do is actually measure all the remaining spots for this blocking. And actually, just so you guys know why we're doing blocking. So just to explain for a second why we're actually putting blocking. So here's what it is. So we have a beam running down the house right here to my left, okay? Now this beam holds a lot of weight. Now we've sistered these joists, okay? Let me show you what sistering joist looks like. This is what it looks like. That means we basically have sandwiched this joist together, okay? Now the reason you want to block a joist is so it prevents the joist from either rolling forward or rolling back on you, which you don't want. So your joists are going to be connected to your subfloor anyway, so theoretically your joist should be locked in no matter what and not be able to move, but you really just don't know 100%. So what you're going to do is actually block them, so that way it physically can't move back or forward. It prevents the joist from rolling because it's blocked in place. So that's going to happen along this side on this beam right here. It's also going to happen on this other beam later today. So the reason we're going with just 2 rows of blocking, because if you count from this rim joist you have right here to this row of blocking to the second row of blocking to the outside rim joist, and also that we're using number 2 southern yellow pine, that actually puts us within the limit if you look at the IBC code. So we're actually going to be under 10 feet between each span. The IBC code dictates that you can have about a 15-foot span, somewhere in that ballpark, with this type of material that we have, which is 2x10 number 2 southern yellow pine, where we're going to be within the 10-foot range. So we're well below the code standard, which is good. That's a positive in this scenario. So we're going to be really strong. It's going to be very sturdy. You can already feel it right now, even without the blocking, just standing up here on the OSB sheathing so far. So it's really cool. So for now, I'm just going to mark out each block, get the exact measurement, and then cut it on the miter saw. So I want to introduce you guys to the view from the living room, almost the deck. So we are up pretty high, my friends. This corner of the house right here is about 13 feet off the ground, so it's pretty crazy. But you'll be able to see the cows and the deer come through as you're getting your morning coffee and starting your day here at the A-frame. You guys are gonna love it. So that's it for the video, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Share it with a friend. And as always, I can't wait until you're here. See you guys.